Welcome, you're watching Kaleidoscope Ceylinco Life News Capsule. Economists have predicted that Sri Lanka will be heading towards a recession next year. But while this is inevitable, Sri Lanka can avert some of the fall if some things are put into place sooner rather than later. K D Vimanga conducts public policy and political analysis and has worked at the think tank Advocata Institute. He visited the studio for a brief chat. Sri Lanka is predicted to go into a recession next year. What do you think?
So, Savithri, I think we've been having this crisis for a long time, and the recession is a continuation of that. And this might go on for the next 2 to 3 or even probably the five years. So I think what we really need to focus on is how we are going to make a clear strategic recovery. And I think that will take a lot of effort, and also giving priority to policy considerations and macroeconomic stabilization.
Do you have any idea how we are going to get out of it?
As I think the president has highlighted, we need to think long term. It has to be strategic, probably look at the next 25 years. And there are two components. One is building FDI, and secondly is getting rid of your state-owned enterprises. I think those two have to be the key policy priorities going forward.
So you mentioned FDI. Now, this conversation has been going on for decades, but we never seem to get our recipe right in getting more FDIs while our competitor countries are doing very well. What is the reason for that?
Yes, I think that is primarily because we've been focusing on old policies, having the BOI looking after your free trade zones. I think this is our best opportunity to get East Asian players who have skin in the game, get them to run your free trade zones and build and bring in those dollar investments in. I think secondly, again, privatization. It has to be a private sector led initiative, and I think that's the only way we'll come out of this crisis.
A big thank you to the partners on our show who share the Christmas spirit. Skills for Inclusive Growth and Australian Aid, Ceylinco Life, CDB, The Morning Newspaper, Park Street Gourmet and Zip Zip. Thank you. And if you like Kaleidoscope, subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn.
You focus on your goals. We will take